Yo, ever been humbled by a video game? I mean, like, really morally defeated and beat down. Well, Black Myth Wukong did that to me, but damn, did it feel good getting my ass beat? Wait a minute, hold on, what? Probably seen this game across the internet all around, but the thing is that I was always a little bit hesitant about this game because I heard it was like a Souls game, and I've always struggled with more so the concept of Souls games. It's just, I've always been the person where it's like, I play video games to feel awesome, to feel amazing, to feel like a superhero just beating down hundreds and hundreds of enemies and feeling great about myself, right? But Souls games, on the other hand, they're more so just like made for masochists. I'm kidding, but kinda. But what I mean is that it more so flips that on its head, where it's more of you are just kind of like a nobody and you are fighting these godlike figures, eldritch horrors, and pretty much getting your tail beat every 4 seconds in hopes of finally being able to learn their moveset and finally overcome them. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. The point is that I was really hesitant about playing these type of games because I didn't ever think that they were for me. But I'm here to explain today why I think the struggle of Souls games, or at least Black Myth Wukong, might be a little bit worth it. My name is Sensei Suplex, and I basically make content about video games, anime, and D&D. I basically run a giant living universe for D&D, as it's been my life, but I'm here to talk to you guys about video games today, as it's a part of who I am. If you're into any of those things that I listed at all, stick around. Struggle and adaptation. Getting clapped over and over and over again by this dumb ass baby bitch known as the Wandering White, what I like to call the hand of God baby. I felt like Vegeta just getting his ass beat by Android 18. It was bad, it was humiliating, and it was just downright diabolical. But the thing is that I knew the game was gonna be difficult, but it was the fact that I had to constantly sort of just walk over, get my ass beat, and then repeat that same process over and over and over again. But there was something, I don't know what it was. It was just something like a bit of pride, a bit of ego building up within me. Like I was freaking straight out of Blue Lock or something, where I was like, no, I could just walk away. I feel as if I can just go past this enemy and just ignore everything, but no. It wouldn't. Something inside me just wouldn't let me. I had to prove myself to literally no one. I had to prove that I could beat this thing to myself, because I knew that I had beaten other crazier things than this thing. I had to. And I had to figure out a way to show that I can sit at the table of Souls games. I literally felt like I was in an anime. I'm not kidding. I know this may sound weird or strange or whatever, but like, hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. Let's look at Goku versus Jiren, for an example. Goku got his ass beat by Jiren several times. And the way I can kind of describe a Souls experience is that Goku's fighting Jiren, he loses, and then eventually he has to train, he has to adapt, he has to basically figure out what he can do. So he goes to fight some other enemies or whatever. He tries to figure out how to refine his skills more and more. And then he comes back a little bit stronger and he's ready to duel. He's ready to box. And then what happens? He actually gets a little bit further. You think that Jiren is about to go down. And then the boss ends up having a second phase and he whips Goku's ass anyways. That's what basically it feels like. And then, there's more. Goku goes back, he repeats that process, he trains, he adapts, he struggles, but then comes back to Jiren with a little bit of frustration, but more so determination to prove the world wrong, that he is stronger than this individual. He does everything in his power that he can do to finally get the W. The comparison is, for me, I had to start learning the game's mechanics. I had to learn dodging, I had to learn timing, I had to learn strategy, I had to learn when to use my certain abilities best as it would serve me in this fight. It literally felt like as if I was in a classic anime training montage or training arc. And then something clicks. Goku literally masters Ultra Instinct, satisfaction, and encouragement. When I finally, after struggling for so long to beat this stupid boss, I felt like I had Ultra Instinct. What I mean by that is, it was literally just, I have never been more locked into a video game of just being like, okay, dodge left, dodge right, strike, dodge right again, jump, oh, there goes the attack, weave, and moving like I was in the Matrix or something for the final time. And then eventually, after dealing the final blow, it felt very, very rewarding. Like, it felt like a euphoria of feeling like I struggled with this thing, but I also mastered it because I was finally able to beat it. Again, this is coming from, like, I might sound like an individual who's played a lot of Souls games, maybe, I don't know. But the thing is that I want to emphasize is that I've never played Souls games at all. Like, I literally didn't like the concept of it because I played video games for something different. But this feeling is something that a lot of Souls players feel, and it kind of makes me understand why they like the genre. But one thing that I also forgot to mention is that once you've beaten a single boss, you feel like encouraged, you feel good about yourself, because when you get to the next tough boss, you feel as if like, no, this guy isn't anything. I've beaten XYZ dude before. I got this guy, I'ma wash him. And then you probably get washed anyways, but you know, it motivates you to do your best and kind of or push on as if you're like Naruto or something stupid. So the point is I'm trying to make in this video is that if you've been interested in playing a Souls game, I definitely recommend Black Myth Wukong to maybe get you started. I heard it's more of the easier Souls games, and you never know, you might enjoy it. I'd say just stick with it for a little bit. I'd say try it out on Steam, see if you like it, play it for the 2 hours, and if you don't like it, refund it and get your money back. Worst case scenario, you waste your time for 2 hours and you get your money back. Best case scenario, you find probably the next genre that's going to change your life. I'm not saying that Souls games have changed my life, but heck, I may be making another video at the end of this game series where maybe it did. So go check out this other video where I basically combine anime and D&D and make them as epic as possible.